and you're getting, cholesterol problems. And then if we look at, well, what is this recovery from stress concept? Well, that would be like an intensity tolerance. So Greg defined fitness as force or, increased work capacity, power. So if we think of how much work can a human being produce, is it always the highest level of intensity proves that I am the fittest? No, it's my ability to tolerate that intensity and recover. So I want to dose myself with force, distance, and time, and then I want to recover from that endeavor. And I can measure that recovery. Or on the flip side, what if I sit on the couch and my input and my intensity dosage is 0? Well, what's the effect of that? Well, that's a problem. And so anywhere on that spectrum of how much intensity, right, can I buffer, and how much intensity is unhealthy, well, I got to be able to measure and observe that. So we know people sitting on the couch, right? That's like our classic thing is like the most dangerous thing you can do is not work out and sit on the couch and eat Doritos. Not the most dangerous thing is to go to the gym, right? That's the safest thing you can do for yourself. And then if we consider this third capacity of preserving, functionality or preserving structure, as we get older, what's the most scary thing for most elderly people is the fall. Man, if you fall at an old age, your life expectancy is like 6 months to a year, right? You break that hip, that's a real problem. So what does that mean? Well, how much bone density do you have? How much muscle mass do you hold on to? How much fat are you holding? What's your body composition look like? And is it preserved? Because we've seen over time that performance is not the marker of your health in and of itself. It's a good kind of snapshot, and it might be somewhat related to, but how many marathon runners have diabetes? How many triathletes have had heart disease? Now the suspicion, I think, and I think it's a valid question, again, what are these better questions, is what are these CrossFit Games athletes going to look like in 10 years? Is burning through that much carbohydrate and that many calories and putting your body through that much intensity guarantee that at 80 years old, you're still super functional? I suspect no. And in fact, I think there's an upper limit to how much you could ingest carbohydrate and dose intensity before there is some diminishing returns. And Greg used to say it, and this again, go back to the beginning, pay closer attention. Greg used to talk about one of his athletes, Greg Amundsen, one of the original fighters. And I remember him saying multiple times, hey, if we find out that having Greg Amundsen's fitness at 30 makes him less capable at 70, we will change the program. So I think now, 20 years down